Hi, I'm Ross Butler.
I'm Alisha.
And I'm Brandon Flynn.
No last name for Alisha? Just your Alisha?
I'm trying to like become, I don't know,
Zendaya.
Shakira, Beyonce, Zendaya. I'm just trying to...
Pink.
Alisha. And we're with BuzzFeed and we're going to talk about our first times. First impression of Brandon and Ross. My first impression of Brandon was that I thought you were kind of a dick. And I thought we weren't really gonna get along, but here we are.
Now you're stuck with me.
Now I'm stuck with you for life. And Ross, I think we started like working out together first.
Yeah.
And
We broke the ice.
yeah, I think that's how we broke the ice.
Yeah.
And then we ended up going to a video game convention. Good first impression, bad first impression.
Alisha, you were I just didn't think we'd get along, but that's all changed. And then Ross, I was kind of intimidated by you because you were so like, hey, you're like a man's man, like, and I wasn't.
Ross.
And like,
Wow.
I think we worked
Your
out
name's
together
Ross
too, and
Butler.
I
We had like
didn't
basketball
like working
practice.
out, but you had a full bar too at your house, and I
Yeah,
was
that
like,
was
that's cool.
Every time I think of you, I just think of like whiskey and good tequila. Okay, Ross? First
So my
impression?
first impression of Brandon, yeah, we got along like right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were doing sports together
Yeah,
and all that. So and our friend, we were friends in the show.
Yeah.
So Alicia's laugh,
Yeah.
first season.
I've worked on it since then.
Woke up neighbors.
Yeah, literally woke up neighbors. Like we, can I tell them the elevator story?
Yes, please.
So the first season we were all living in the same.
Right.
We were all living in the same apartment complex. We'd all hang out and we'd like leave the windows open for AC. And Alicia's laugh, no joke, used to be so loud. Yeah, we got into the elevator one day and one of the neighbors was like, "Hey, did you guys hear that last night? Like somebody was just screaming." Like we were kind of worried.
I was in the elevator.
You were in the elevator
and we
with
were
us.
like, no, we didn't hear that at all.
didn't
No,
hear.
I have no idea what you're talking
Yeah.
about. And
They got off the elevator.
No, honestly, that day I was like, I need to change the way I laugh. So I've worked on it and I'm getting better. It was like, I don't know how you would describe it. It was like a scream cackle,
I can do it.
but like 10
Like
times.
volume
But
to
so much
11,
like,
yeah.
like I don't want to blow the mic off, but it was I
tried to
love
go-
someone with a good laugh.
First memory that comes to mind from the set of 13 Reasons Why.
I think my first scene ever, it was me and Steven Silver
Oh, Steven.
pulling up in my Audi convertible to like tell Dylan to get in, be like, "Hey, we're gonna drive you for season 1." And he was so hot, and they put me in a shirt, a sweater, and a Letterman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
So
always
I had
do
a
that.
hot
Always
first
did that.
experience.
I was thinking a winter coat the first episode I was in. So hot.
Yeah. Because we're shooting like fall
Yeah.
in the summer.
Fall for summer. The makeup, like,
Oh my
because
God.
I just remember like that first day, like the guy, they just put so much red under my eyes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
That
God.
they had to end up going back and like
Do you
color
remember my
correcting,
fake
and you had the
pimple?
fake pimple.
Yeah.
As a disclaimer, in the second episode, that was not a real pimple. I swear, they put a fake pimple on me to like make me seem stressed or something.
First thing you do when you're preparing for a new role.
Read the script.
Try to remember my new name so I can like, I'll like walk by the mirror and be like Jessica, so I can be like, what? Could you imagine that's
Even
your
if it's not
method?
in your character,
yeah,
just like,
yeah. I want to try that. Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
I'll just get sad, you know, because I feel
Yeah.
like every character has something sad to think about, so I'll just be sad and be like, why am I sad?
First reaction after you
Context.
read the
English.
script or book of 13 Reasons Why.
I read the book in middle school, so
Oh.
it felt like it was very, I don't know, it really did teach me, like, you never know what someone is going through, and I found myself applying that to my 14-year-old brain at the time, so it was very impactful for sure.
I hadn't read the book before, but when I was driving up to San Fran for the first season, I listened to the audiobook. And it was
Oh.
actually the perfect length. Like, right when I parked there, it was like the book ended, so it was perfect.
That's trippy. That's really trippy, actually.
Yeah, it was
Whoa. I just imagine you, like, it ending and you being like, whoa.
I remembered reading the Justin's sides, like the scenes that they gave me for his audition, and I like called my agent at the time and was like, "This is awesome. The script is the best one we've gotten so far." First big purchase after getting your first major role.
I think my car, a little Mini Coupe.
I don't know. I'm not like a big spender on unless it's food. Like I think the biggest thing was I just felt more comfortable spending more money on food.
Yeah.
Like good food.
Mine was a car, but I like was still. I didn't grow up that way. So like my first paycheck, I was like, whoa, let me save a bunch, and then I bought like a $7,000 10-year-old Prius.
I love that Prius. It got us back and forth from LA into
It
San
was
Francisco.
dead by the time I got. I had it for a year, and it was like
It had like 200,000 miles on it though. Yeah. It was
we
good.
We had good times in it.
First job. When I was a kid, I used to live in an apartment complex, and it snowed in Virginia a lot. So I would charge people $1 to wipe all the snow off their cars.
Oh, that's good.
And sometimes I would do it first and then pressure them into giving me the $1.
That's smart.
11 years old, at a gas station in the Everglades.
Oh
in
my
Florida.
God.
What were you doing? Were you like pumping gas? Or
My dad was like managing the deli part of it, so I would go in. It was during one of the hurricanes, so I saw like the insanity of people at I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that. Gas stations become like the hub, like everyone's trying to get gas in their car, water.
For generators and
so it's like hundreds of cars lined up. It was like off of a freeway.
Wow, this explains a lot.
Yeah.
I was in the Bratz commercials. It's really funny.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's right.
You've seen them, right?
That's much more entertaining.
I'm like,
Why would you keep that from?
like 13
Gold.
years old, like
Nothing's changed.
playing with a Barbie or being a
Nothing's
Bratz.
changed.